I don't usually give out business advice, but I'll do this only because, wallah, this is literally like guaranteed money for you guys. I've been telling people to invest into EV because EV is literally the future. That and medicine. Why is everybody spamming EV, Scapo?
Because they don't know what you're talking about.
No, wallah, I do. EV companies are probably some of the safest right now because I anticipate, and like majority of like investors, they're coming to the conclusion that like by 2030 or something like that, or by like 2035 or some shit like that, like literally like 80% of the nation, or like I can't remember if it was nation or world, are going to be driving EV. Like I don't have a lot of base money to work with, but I made a few $100s off like a simple statement in the news. Hey, guys, listen, the stocks work based off of the news. Right now, usually when the Democratic Party is in office, it's not like a super safe time to invest. But when the Democratic office is in part, like the Democratic Party's in office, it's really rough. But that's why when Donald Trump was in office, the market fucking skyrockets. Because when GOP comes into office, what happens, guys? They inject fuck tons of money into the stock market, and like that's why are you laughing? Why are you just like grinning and like
because everybody started laughing when you said a few $100s, like everybody started.
Okay, but it takes money to make money, and
Yeah,
like you're
I know,
sitting there
like,
laughing.
No,
You're sitting there laughing, but if you made a few $100s,
it's not me. That was the chat laughing.
My idea is to open up a business and become my own boss initially, and then invest and buy property. And then once I buy property, I turn that property and those investments into like other investments. You should invest in brain cells. That was a good one, man. We're all laughing.
So
no, they devalued. That's a lie, and you're full of shit. You clearly don't know anything. You see how you guys are just going based off of like the shit that's going right now. You guys are like, it's down 10% or it's up 20, it's down 20. Bro, my point is, okay, when you buy a house right now, say for instance you bought a house for 100K, and say for instance, I don't know, some inbred got elected into office, and then it went down. The housing market went down, and we just had World War III. The housing market's going down. You could buy a house for 100K and it'll be worth 10K if World War III happens. But did you actually lose that 100K? Did you actually lose that 100K?
Uzi watch finance YouTubers all day and regenerates the information.
Wait, I just want to say something.
Somebody added you as well and said, sit retard. What else?
No. I want to say something. Some guy named C5Z06 just said in the chat, man, I'm fucking leaving. I'm out of here. Fuck this loser. But you're literally named after a car you can't afford. Maybe if you listened, you'd actually be able to buy the car, coward. We're just going through I just discovered the stock market, and I'm immediately an investing genius. Your name is literally the big gay 12. Please, man. For the love of God, man. For all of us. Just keep your mouth shut. Nobody rich ever got rich from one source of income. So, like, you have to have passive sources of income. But the point of the matter is that if the money's just going to sit there anyways, you might as well have it in some sort of investment for, your future, or, like, when you go to retire. It's like important. That's why things like 401k exist. You can't just go to your 9 to 5 and think that you're going to be rich someday. So if you're going to sit there and preach about where somebody started, it's not about the saying where you start is actually a real thing. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. If it's about how you finish, Oozymangos will never do anything because he's a virgin and he has never finished. Sure, man. I mean, I don't give a shit.
No. Okay, anyways, somebody said this. Somebody said this. Why are we trying to take advice from a broke person? What do you got to say to that guy right there?
Hey, man. The richest people are the ones who claim they're broke. Let me just say that. Are you rich, Uzi? I have the potential to be rich, like everybody else in this chat. The way the world works, it's set up that the market will go up. What comes up must come down, right? So like if it keeps going up, it's gonna crash, and then it's gonna hit something called a trough. Anybody know what a trough is? Anybody care to define what a trough is? Oh, trough?
Trough is like a truffle that you get from a pig.
Okay, close, but no. Trough is when you hit the bottom and it has nowhere else to go but up. Because now the market is so low that people are like, okay, let me start to buy. Wars and shit start to settle. Real estate, stocks, stock market, everything. People are getting jobs. Jobs are being created. And over time, money starts to come back like into the world. But right now, like the problem with like everything right now is everything's inflated.
Okay, I got a few questions from chat that I've seen. Somebody just said, you can be sued if you don't state that you are not a financial advisor.
Okay, listen, can I say something about school? The dumbest motherfuckers become doctors. I want you to know that.
So if Uzi has all this knowledge and he's 26 years old, why isn't he wealthy right now?
The majority of people who own businesses at my age probably didn't go to school in either a trade job or with an hourly job and picked up a couple jobs and had family help to start up their own business.
Okay. So
and that's just a fact.
So I got a question.
If you guys don't know that, you can go look it up.
How do I say this out of respect? I always tell you that you're a failure, and I say this to motivate you because you're doing nothing with your life right now, and that's the truth.
To tell people that.
No, I don't care. You're a failure.
No, but that's not how you motivate somebody. You don't tell somebody you're a failure.
No.
You tell them you give them
You're being a failure though.
give
You're
them
being
positive
lazy.
feedback.
You're
Give
being
them
no.
positive
I
feedback.
can't do that because I'm a very straightforward type of guy.
No, that's not a being straightforward.
Yes, it is.
Being straightforward will hurt people's feelings.
Let me speak, and then you
man.
can speak after.
You're a grown man,
Let me
and
speak,
you know.
and then no, I let you speak I let you speak for 20 minutes straight. You're gonna let me finish, and then you could.
No, because you're gonna kick me. So
no, I won't. I won't kick you. You have my word. You have my word. I won't kick you. You have my word. Yeah, I won't kick you. Okay, let me say all of what I want to say, then you can answer. You have my word. I won't kick you. Uzi, I've called you failure. I've called you lazy. I've called you stupid. But I've called you these things out of love. Because I'm not going to sit here and be like, good shit, oh, you're the GOAT. And then give you a GOAT emoji on Discord or on the phone. Because that's cap. You're not being a GOAT. For the last couple of years, you've been sitting at home doing nothing all day. Not even putting in full-time streaming. You do like part-time streaming hours. Claim that you're busy. Go to your dad's shop once a week and then go like, oh, I had such a rough day, man. Yeah, I had to change a tire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, a lot of shit happens in everybody's life. Yes, there is some sad stuff that happens in everybody's life. But at the end of the day, you said it yourself. You have to move on and get what needs to be done. But you, on the other hand, I told you multiple times, hey, man, why? Like, I told you this years ago, not just recently. I told you this years ago. Listen, go get a job with your financial degree, right? And then do part-time streaming in the night. And then you told me your rebuttal was, you're not going to make it as a streamer if you put in bullshit hours and you go half-assed with it. That's what you told me. I feel like that's bullshit because I made it while going every day to work and going to college at the same time at 6 a.m. Then after coming from college at 12 to 2 p.m. or whatever, I would go to the shop for the rest of the day, labor and U-Haul and all of that, come home to stream for 3 hours a day, back in the hallway stream days and the garage days. So it ended up working for me. But you obviously, you use that as copium because you don't want to apply yourself and you're very comfortable because you're living with your parents. But if that wasn't the case, or you would have to apply yourself even harder and maybe even get a job. I put a lot of effort in, and I feel like you don't put as much effort as I did back then. That, and then you claim that you are, but you're not.
Okay, are you done?
Yes.
Nothing that you just said was what you...
Already kicked you. Sorry, love that man Uzi. I consider him like a brother. All I want him is to be successful. C5, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that. Uzi has a great heart, amazing heart. Very good guy, has a beautiful heart. He's a beautiful man, but he's just a very hard-headed man as well. He means well. He's not a toxic guy. He's not mean. When he came in earlier and he said he wishes that all you guys get successful and make more money than him, trust me, like that's how he is. Like he's just a good person. He just doesn't apply him. He doesn't even practice what he preaches, to be honest. That's the sad part. Wait, what did you just send me, yo? You sent me a lollipop with hair on it. But I don't even have hair. I'm bald right now. Chad, do you guys like the baldness?